Peace and love, strength and honor. Samir Seif representing Ontario Top Team. Here today to talk about post hip replacement revision surgery. Today is I think it's day 12. We are on day 12 post surgery, and some magnificent things have happened. So I have pretty good hip mobility and flexibility prior to the surgery, and today I am doing that. So since I hit the PAILs real hard yesterday at 40 or 50%, I can pick up that leg pretty good, and I'm starting to internally and externally move it. So today I'm going to show you some of the exercises that I did already this morning. Still really tight, but so I did bridges. I did bridges for 4 with these little pumps that I do with my bum. I go like 4, 3, 2, 1. But now what I've added is I pull myself down, and that is different, okay? So I feel the stretch here when I'm coming up, but what I'm doing now is activating hamstrings, calves, and not just dropping my bum, but I am pulling myself into the ground as if I'm trying to lift my feet off the ground, okay? And there I got a little release. So I've been doing those now today. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pulling a little bit of rails today as I'm trying to lift my feet off the mat. So that was a big improvement. Just opening my legs into a butterfly position from here is coming along today very nicely. What I did was set one leg down, and that's new for today. So that's a new gain that I've had, where now again with the PAILs, I've been pressing against my hand, nothing too crazy, and I did it for 2 minutes. That's another big change, is just my ability to go flat. Another big thing today that I practiced, which was really cool, I feel, is laying on my surgery side, which I could not do the first time I had surgery. I just couldn't do it. It was unbearable. And now I can do it. So I've been working, my good side, but actually practicing to push into the floor. So I'm actually still working my new hip by pushing against the floor to make this lift happen. Instead of activating muscles here, I'm actually pushing off of the floor. So that's new, and but I'm already able to do it. So I did the Humpty Dump, which I think is super important. So I do the squeezes, and I also did the 4-second squeeze. My ass is super bloated right now. It's like full of water. It's not a pretty sight, folks. It's not a pretty sight. I'll save you from that. But it's full of water, so it's been a tough deal, but it's finally coming. I've been pressing myself up, which I could not do my last surgery until like weeks after. So I believe this approach of not doing rails, doing a lot of PAILs, working the progressive side, and then making that tissue work is the best way. Low irradiation. Like I said, I'm 12 days in, and I was unable to do this, and now I'm able to do this. So I was doing like little pulses, pushing my knees into the floor. I found extension, you lose a lot of extension with this surgery, where like with my normal leg, I can push up. And so I tried that for the first time today. It was super tough. This is still super tough, but as you can see, I was unable to do that a couple days ago, and now I have more control. I think it's past 90. I'd have to watch the video after, but I was holding this for 2 minutes. Still pretty painful. I didn't get the cramps like I got the last time. I worked ankles and toes, and then I tried the left, which was super tough. And that is super tough right now.
but big headway in the extension.
I am getting straighter. I've really worked hard on lengthening this, sending those signals, and before you saw I was crumped forward. And I have done a lot of spinal cars, which has really helped me get to this state. Knees, I know that's really important, and driving it up and trying to keep my spine out of the equation. Oh. And much stronger now. Oh. So my cars is coming. I've also passively tried to put. I also tried the bear sit. So just trying to lift, you know, and turn. So, pretty tough. So just trying to remind it. Also opening and closing. And now able to lift. So I'm so just a lot again. And this time I'm actually pushing my ankles together, and I was able to pull my ankles closer to my butt this time. Still tires me out. And I needed more irradiation through my body to get that kind of control. This is still pretty tough, but I'm able to lift sideways now. And again, I push into the floor with my bottom leg. I push my palm into the mat. And I try to keep my belly forward and down, stack my shoulders. So that's been an improvement. And then, of course, trying to move back into extension, internal rotation. I'm trying external rotation. It's pretty tough. Maybe come up into flexion, external rotation, internal rotation, go into extension. So I've just been playing with it, but I wasn't even close to this kind of strength and control. So I think this is the way to go. Just low irradiation, 30-40%, and as soon as it starts hurting, to do pigeon as best as I could. It's just, this is pretty stiff, so I don't have a lot of control over it, but I tried to hold it, and I tried to, bring myself up, but it wants to push me back over. So it's still pretty tight, but I've tried the pigeon. I've tried kind of a modified 90. I've tried figure 4, butterfly, bear, and splits. Peace and love, strength and honor. Samir Saif, representing Ontario Top Team.